Scorpio, welcome to your next 72. We'll see what messages come out for you. Let's see what messages come out for you, Scorpio, for the next 72. There's something about Scorpio you're not wanting to be told what to do in the next 72. What messages do you have for Scorpio? Maintain your joy. Maintain your joy in the next 72. We have wealth. Whoever's giving you tough love, you don't want them to tell you what to do or make you feel like less than. Whoever this is, they have competition energy, competitive energy, like they're competing with you. There's a sense of self-doubt with know your kingdoms here, feminine energy. It's like someone it feels, it's like there is no certain that you don't that no one can tell you the outcome when it comes to your destiny or what you're destined to do here. And I feel like maintaining your joy can feel like a challenge. Okay. For those of you who are tapping into spirituality practices, it's knowing your kingdoms, knowing the realms of the spirit, and pertaining to speaking up, feminine energy. A Scorpio in the next 72, you have more brave and courage to do so. It doesn't feel more like a weight, right? Of being stretched to like reaching a boiling point or being triggered to have to speak up for yourself. You're naturally doing it. It's coming easy for you. So on the next 72, you could be verbally setting boundaries, What are the messages you have for Scorpio? This wealth, you have an attachment towards someone that's connected to your wealth here. And whoever this is, it seems like it's a combative energy. It's something that you don't want to be attached to, whether that's a person, place, or thing. I feel like you delegated. Okay. Definitely a fresh start here. It could be motivation. It could be, speaking truth. In the next 72, it could be more so of advocating, advocating for yourself. There's this song called I Still Have Joy, right? Despite of all that I've been through, I still have joy. It's just kind of like, God saying, well, have you tried my servant Job? God knowing the end result of your decision. And it's saying you believe in whatever it is that you believe, and there's nothing condescending about it. It's a new level of knowing your worth and your value. And I feel like whoever's being competitive with you are ignoring you in a way that's supposed to disturb you from having joy in the next 72. It's more so of by you not entertaining it. There is a sense of, speaking truth about how you feel, right? To certain attachments that you no longer want to be attached to. Okay. And it's like knowing your kingdoms is knowing that you're protected and that you're being spiritually and divinely guided in the next 72. Someone is realizing that someone can't rob you for your joy. Someone can't rob you from your earthly possessions. We have unraveled here. Masculine energy. Things are starting to make sense. A masculine energy is able to see truth in the next 72. The cause and the effect of a situation. We have grief here. The masculine is changing direction. Yeah, because we have decided here. Wow. Sometimes the truth hurts. Sometimes it causes us to grow, right? It drives us to want to be the best version of ourselves. And I feel like there's a masculine energy sticking up, advocating for a feminine energy here, or there is a masculine energy giving direction that allows someone to realize that no one can steal your joy. Smile despite of, and it's not faking a facade. It's like there is a masculine energy trying to show someone the power of prosperity, because the wealth is already established. Okay, of someone knowing their value, someone already knowing what's been promised to them on the earthly realm in your journey. All right, let's see what other messages come up for you, Scorpio, for the next 72. It's not that you know, it's that you know, right? That blessings are on its way. That favor is here, that you're protected. This is like you're being tested and tried to see if you would give up on your belief system or give up on yourself. That's not a success. It makes someone, whoever's being competitive with you, it makes them see the lack thereof, that they need you. Whether that's being competitive or causing blockages or ignoring you or just not being a support system to where they have a moment, they experience what you're experiencing, and they can't bear the things that you've experienced. But there is a sense of them coming in and saying, hey, a conversation is kind of like not seeing you being open because of the lies. Lies that are in the open. It's not a secret anymore. Regardless of who's right or wrong. The person that's wrong is the one that's being competitive. And the person that is right is trying to make sense of maintaining joy in the next 72. Then being weary. Okay. There is a collective energy within strength. Okay. That's coming at the forefront than being behind the scenes. And that is the truth. Being exposed in the next 72 of those who have been against you because they feel like they can. Bullies. Bullying, not the weak, not calling you weak, Scorpio. It's a bully being bullied. And they choose you, especially what's more detrimental is when it's blood related. People you care about. And you're constantly looking at the bigger picture, right? Deteriorating yourself. It says, in birth, decay, death, sorrow, and turmoil, be the seer of the ultimate reality with faith and serenity. Hoping that there will be an ending of this Seven of Swords. And finally receiving a true offer here of fulfillment. Okay. There is this saying that God will make your enemies your footstool. And I feel like, Scorpio, your mind state understands the metaphor, but your heart does not accept the pedestal. You just no longer want to be affected anymore. And the fact that you're advocating not your value and your worth anymore. It's the fact of standing and saying that I believe, right? I still have joy. Have you tried my servant Job? Everything being taken from you. For some of you, you're in the verge of, am I going crazy? No. You no longer want to see what's being done in plain sight. It's like, how does a person or a group of people get away. It's not that they're not getting away. You can't see that they're not being fulfilled. It's an illusion. But things are coming in the forefront. Okay. Continue to speak up for yourself. Okay, there is a masculine energy that is advocating, in a way, delegating. This is a strong energy of a masculine energy. Making a decision to be a support system in a way. If you are a masculine Scorpio, it's more so of taking the reins of something. Now, someone's saying, I'm taking the responsibility, despite of what's going on in the next 72. There is this energy, Scorpio, where it's like this 7 of Swords here. It feels like a demand. If you have nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. If you can't speak truth, leave me alone. Someone's literally coming towards you because they don't understand why you still have joy. Everything has been taken from you. Why does Scorpio still have joy? Why does Scorpio have their guard up? What is Scorpio doing behind the scenes? Someone think they robbed you from your table, your blessings of fulfillment, that you're supposed to be filled from others. There's something that you are defending here. And I feel like that's your morality, your integrity. And whoever it is that's being competitive, it's like a wounded warrior. It's like someone's trying to shut someone up, but they're not realizing that that strategy of conquering divide does not bring justice. There is a shift, Scorpio. Scorpio, your house is the 8th house. It deals with transformations, crisis, also beginnings and ends, endings. Let's see what other messages come out for you, Scorpio, for the next 72. What messages do you have for Scorpio for the next 72? We said love and peace. Yeah, remember I was saying about that? I think it's a metaphor where God says, I'll make your enemies your footstool. And I said, Scorpio, you don't want to make your enemies your footstool. That's how much of kindred of a heart that you have. It's like you don't want anyone to be tortured. You don't want anyone to suffer, even those who commit crimes, right? And they're supposed to be, go through the consequence. I feel, and I'm not talking about like dark crimes. I'm talking about the type of crimes of tearing someone down because they feel that they can, or a majority come together to scare someone from being their highest version that they can be because they're intimidated, right? My grandma always would tell me growing up, even into adulthood, she would always tell me, and I never understood until I really started respecting my spirituality. And she would say to me that we wrestled not against flesh and blood, but principalities, something in that way, basically saying it's a warfare that you cannot see and that it's out of our control. And once we stop trying to be in control over forces that we cannot see, we don't conquer what we're supposed to conquer. We end up conquering ourselves. Okay. And what I mean is kind of like we tear ourselves down to where it can come off as selfish. but it's not that. There's a part of you that's missing, which will be more selfless. Okay. It says love and peace. It says let go of the need to be right, Scorpio, on the next 72. Choose peace. Mother healing is possible at this time. Scorpio, I really feel of this letting go, right? Of needing to be right. It's a collective energy. Okay. Practicing moving forward beyond the next 72 of accepting what's being advocated. Okay. I feel like whoever's being competitive are giving you a hard time, are ignoring you, are making you feel like you don't exist in their life. It's like, let that go. Put in the mind state that when the time presents itself, that you would be open to hearing their point of view. Now, if it's a person coming and they're just asking you questions, guilty as association. Already, you have your answer. There is no commitment to wanting to change. So it's more so like gather your strength, Scorpio. The little grain of faith that you have and replant that. Okay? Within yourself so that it can remove any act of anyone projecting onto you of you being selfish or being careless. Because you fulfill a lot of connections in so many aspects. And you're not getting the recognition like you should. For those of you Scorpios that you are in this joyful energy, right? It's just more so like you're having this moment like, is this it? Right? So be mindful of getting in that mind state of, okay, is this it? Because it feels more so like mental entrapment. What are the messages? What do you want Scorpio to see within this love and peace? What do you want Scorpio to see within this love and peace? Okay. What do you want Scorpio to see within this love and peace? I don't know why I'm being told, but at this time, you are the will, Scorpio. We have justice, Libra energy. It's a choice if you want to be connected with a new opportunity in the next 72. Okay. You're awakened to an opportunity, but it's on you whether you want to accept it or not. Okay. It's kind of like, would this opportunity bring me love and peace? Right. And it's like, if the immediate reaction is this doesn't bring me love and peace, it's more so that you release it. Yeah. The Ace of Wands, a new beginning of taking control, because it says let go of needing to be right. All right. It's this sense of there's some Scorpios here where you're learning how to extend your new beginnings. Then you having those moments of, is this it? Okay, I worked this hard. I fought to prove my point for this. Okay, that's why they say be mindful what it is that you are looking for or what it is that you're asking for. Because 99.9% at all times, what we think we want, we have those moments. Is this it? How do you extend that joy without feeling obligated or required? Okay, let's go ahead and move forward, Scorpio. So love and peace. All right. Let go of needing to be right in the next 72. Let's go ahead and move on and look at additional channel messages. Rebel energy. What messages do you have for Scorpio for the next 72? What does Scorpio need to acknowledge or speak up about in the next 72? Yeah. Despite of everything that you've been through, you still have joy. It says, get in your heart, it misses you. That is that seed that needs to be planted within self. How are you going to plant that seed of faith within yourself? Scorpio, despite of what practice you do, whether it's speaking into existence, right? Through affirmation, whether it's meditation, whether it's just literally being in the space of submission. I surrender all. Okay. What you need to acknowledge is that your spark is important. Okay. What's so important about you, Scorpio, is the fact that your energy is what allows infinite to even exist. Okay. So it's very detrimental. I can't tell you how to plant this seed of faith. Okay. I'm not talking about the seed of faith of hoping for something. This is a seed of faith where it finally elevates you to a place that not just the next 72. It's kind of like, I don't know if you've ever heard someone say, I will fear no evil. It's kind of like planting that seed of faith where you no longer doubt, you no longer second guess, you no longer look for a need to be fulfilled because you are an overflow. Okay. And I feel like that Ace of Cups already exists. That's your rhythm. That's your heartbeat. Okay. And where is it? Look at that. And I didn't even go that far. We were just here. Okay. With the Ace of Wands, the Judgment, and the Justice. It's like, if it doesn't bring love and peace, you don't want one or the other. You want both. If it doesn't bring love and peace, you're no longer entertaining it. You're no longer filling up cups of feeling this requirement that you need to. So this letting go of needing to be right is teaching you how to expand this space of joy and not being robbed by joy. Okay. There it is, the Sun and the Hangman. Okay. You can be impulsive, right? And just literally say, you know what? I have to say what I have to say. And it's not the right time. But just so that you can have your fulfillment of a relief, not understanding what the next person could be experiencing, because you have to understand how intelligent that you are. I didn't say smart, I said intelligent. Smart is more predictable. Intelligence is this frequency of this energy that always saves you. But now who's going to save you? You see how contradicting that sounds? And it's like this Hangman is unpredictable, especially when it's impulsive. So letting go of needing to be right is very important in the next 72. Okay, you have to bear with me, Scorpio. I'm just channeling and I'm giving it in this way. There is a Scorpio that I'm channeling. You are overfilled with this Ace of Cups here, right? And with this illusion, it's like someone is saying, I don't want to see, I don't want to experience anymore. It's like, I want. But it's like someone in the next 72, it's kind of like this infinite love, it's and peace. It's like someone's giving up. Like, no, someone doesn't want to have the role of responsibility of this non-existent emotion that no one can feel but you. No one can understand if you explain it. So there's this sense of a sunken place, all because of needing to be overly outspoken. Okay, someone likes to communicate a lot here. So what you need to speak about in the next 72 Scorpio and rebel energy is learning how to say no and knowing when to say yes. What other messages? Oh yeah, we have unfinished symphony and breathe at the bottom of the deck. Feminine energy, yin. Challenges and obstacles is finally moving on. And that's what finishes the symphony. Okay. For some of you, you may have the gift of outer ear where you hear music naturally. I don't know if you're a musician or not, or a creator. All right. It has breathe. That's that meditation that I was telling you about. Okay. Breathe when you feel like you have to prove a point. Breathe when you feel overwhelmed or congested, or when you feel like hope doesn't exist here. And what can be very emotional is the fact this feminine energy, okay, especially if you're dominant masculine energy, right? And it's really hard when you get into this yin. It's like, I don't want to be in this place. I don't want to feel this, because once I feel it, I know that it's going to be hard for me to get out of this experience. Okay, some of you masculine Scorpios, you're in the place where you're determined to be in feminine energy because that's where your true heart desires is to operate. But because you have to be strong, overly strong or overly protective, overly outspoken, your own protector, there's this sense of, okay, I get it. No one's coming to save me. But I need to tap into this feminine energy so that I can feel whole and balanced again. Okay. And pertaining to obstacle, it's just someone just literally just saying, fuck life. I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore. And it's like, no, what you're not seeing in the spiritual realm is that there's a lot of love and peace of protection. Okay. That's why rebel energy is saying, get into your heart, Scorpio. I understand that you don't want to feel anyone else's cups anymore because, of the Seven of Swords, either fake promises, being lied to, right? Overly given in the open. It feels like a secret, but it's not, especially when, people are aware exactly what they're doing or what they're saying, causing you to experience this roller coaster ride, right? Called joy. But wanting to make it be a straight and narrow experience of extension, because you're the infinity, you're the 8th house. Like I said, Scorpio, you have a very important role. Okay. And the reason why you have a very important role is because true in reality, you are the Queen of Cups. What is truly the truth about the Queen of Cups is that it deals with sex and passion. What drives the world? Sex and passion. It's just about what level of musician or alchemist that you are, or a high priestess. Where are you to understand when we just say sex and passion? Okay. Some of you, your passion is family. All right. And you want an extended family. So sex drives the passion. Creating, right? And there's this moment where someone's saying, okay, I have my family. Now I have this big responsibility and I have no one to fill my cup because I never took out the time to put in the other passion to teach those how to love you, to understand you. Others of you, your sex and passion has to do with rebirth. Okay. It's like you're constantly creating this new version of yourself because you're determined to reach your full potentials and whatever that endeavor is. For others of you, you are learning different forms of communication. But the whole resulting is you want the benefit of love and peace. And that love and peace is impregnated by feminine energy. So if you're a dominant masculine energy, it's kind of like, I don't want to be in feminine energy. Let me breathe, okay? Let me not try to be in control here. Let me understand what this love and peace is. What is peace? Okay. Some people think peace is isolation. Some people think peace is being in the back of the scene. Some people think it's peace of just allowing everyone to take control without your say so. So with this unfinished business symphony here is accepting you for who you are in the next 72. Accepting these changes, accepting how you feel, getting back into your heart, understanding the rhythm of your soul. Okay. Some of you are breathing, and the moment that you realize that you're breathing, you're actually breathing. Okay. Fish out of water, anybody? Moving forward, let's take a Goddess Oracle, Scorpio. Your reading is really deep. I can only deliver how it's being released. Okay. So it's kind of like get your pen and papers and kind of like break it down, break it down how you love someone, break it down how you want to be loved. Especially some of you never experienced love. So it's foreign. It makes you sick. It makes you irritated. That's why it's hard for some of you to it's a challenge to let go of control. And letting go of needing to be right in this feminine energy. No, you treated me like this. And it's kind of like you're appalled because they don't even remember. They can't recall the memory that you're experiencing from the past. Oh, no, you said this. And it's like, was I verbally talking to you? No, such and such said that. Difficulties with accepting this feminine energy. This feminine energy is potent, very potent. So potent where there's a Scorpio where it's like you've discarded your own heart. So there's a new birth within that Queen of Cups that I was telling you about, that sex and passion. So it's kind of like you are impregnating your spiritual being, forming a new heart. But in order to be able to form that new heart, you have to be in feminine energy. Okay, especially dominant masculine energy. Let's pull the Goddess Oracle, Scorpio. Yeah, there's a lot of masculine energy that has never truly had the experiencing of being nurtured. Yeah, inner goddess, focus attention. Pay attention to what you're focused on. We have peace. Okay. Yeah, it's in reverse, letting me know this is a collective energy that a lot of you, and it's water energy here too, Cancer, all right, Scorpio and Pisces. Okay, that's, remember I said fish out of water. That makes sense to someone. Okay, it's like with this in reverse, it's like you can't operate with one out of another. You need both love and peace. When you have peace, then there is this going back into what's missing and not really taking the time and saying, okay, this is how I feel right now in the next 72. My heart's not beating. I'm not breathing. I'm not breathing joy. I'm not breathing love, happiness. And it's more so of not needing to seek and find someone to listen to you. It's more so speak up to yourself. I am going to be okay today. I'm going to get through today. I am a powerhouse. I have peace. Okay. And that is definitely going to maintain your joy. For some of you, it's unraveling masculine energy of you being able to tap into that feminine energy. Okay. Some of you, like I said, are looking for a sense of needing to feel like you belong home. It's like there is a masculine energy where you have all the blessings in the world, but there is a lack. And that is a feminine touch, a feminine nurturing, a feminine alignment. All right. Let's take a look at foolish energy. Yeah, we have the Empress, that birthing that I was telling you about, that impregnation. I'll let you rewind and get more clarification on that. Okay, this foolish energy is with this Empress. It's like someone doesn't know how to balance their masculine and feminine energy. Okay, it's either you have more feminine energy and you're trying to take control of your masculine energy so that you don't come off as intimidating. Okay, others of you, it's just more so you want to balance out the masculine energy because you know that there's a lack of feminine energy within yourself, and that feminine energy is not needing to be right all the time. Okay, masculine energy is more logic. Feminine energy is more emotional. Okay, needing to explain the emotion, with the how, why, and when, and where it happened, and the time. You get what I'm saying? It's like holding on to clocks that no longer work, that generate off of energy that is no longer being generated by energy because there's no energy stimulating that battery to allow the wheels or the chambers to open and close. Okay, there's doors that can't open because you no longer put the passion into that energy to allow that wheel to churn and to allow, as it churns, to allowing a door to unlock itself. Some of you, the doors have unlocked, but you released it because it was something that you just felt like you can't bear anymore. So you walked away from that door, looking for a window of opportunity. It feels more so like spiritual suicide. All right, moving forward, let's take a look at shadow energy. And that spiritual suicide only calls you to resurrect, right, the old into realizing that there is a lack of love and that your heart is not beating because you need strength. You need energy. You need energy to even be able to deliver, and it's very uncomfortable. We have the star here, Aquarius energy and shadow energy, the water barrier and nurturing energy. Okay, what does water do? It's a conductor of energy. I told you, Scorpio, you are very, very important. You are infinite. You are the energy of infinite. Okay, so being a water sign, there is a sense of stepping into calmer waters. Okay, this star and shadow energy. All right, someone is orchestrating, trying to figure out what's the next step in the next 72. Also, what I'm getting from this star energy, it's like someone, you are now realizing the sense of there is a care in the world. And first, you have to care. Focus on caring of your existence, your well-being. It's easy said than done, right? We could sit here and say, oh, yes, I'm going to be inspired today. Yes, I'm going to forgive such and such. Yes, I'm going to have this conversation today. Yes, I'm going to apply for this job. And then right in the moment of action, unfinished symphony presents itself. So now you need to rest, right? You're in your emotions. Okay, a lot of misdirection when there's a lack of peace. Okay, there's a Scorpio where you think a person is the resolution of love and peace, and not realizing that you are. So don't burn yourself out of chasing what's not chasing you. All right, we have 3 of emotions: mind, body, and soul, feminine energy. I told you, play a very, 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 very important role. Scorpio, I was about to call you Pisces. Okay, something about fish out of water. It's something about fish out of water. Okay, it's like someone is taking themselves out of the dating pool because they know that they're destined for greatness, and they're getting out of the. Either you were trying to prep yourself to find love, or even if it's not love, just kind of getting back out there, right? It's more so of someone saying, nope, I have this purpose, but you can't pinpoint what that purpose is. You know it's something. The 8 of Swords, masculine energy, having a difficult time. This is past restraints, masculine energy, Scorpio. You're experiencing every bondage from all of the betrayals from those whom you may felt betrayed you, lied to you, did you wrong. And all you did was bring love and peace. That's what you were feeling in people's cups. Love and peace, loyalty. Reassuring that no matter what you do to me, I will always love you energy. Being in uncomfortable situations, feeling foolish for wanting to start anew. What else about this Empress? Yeah, being reliable. If you think that you're not a good role model, you are. You would be foolish to think that. And we all have foolish moments. Okay? Of acting out in ways that either we are aware that we don't need to and we do it anyways. Because we have to prove what it is that we're trying to convey, whether it's verbally, body language, digital language, put it in metaphors online, separating ourselves. All right, Scorpio, you know how we do this. I will be referencing to you. You fill in the blank of who your focus is pertaining to this romantic oracle. As a side note, some of you Scorpios, you need to flirt, okay? Rest assured, you will love and enjoy this. It will bring you peace. It's kind of like getting your mojo back. Keep an open mind as well, too. And pertaining to self, it's kind of like Scorpio. Do nice things for yourself. It's kind of like treat yourself how you want to be treated. Not in the sense of, it's kind of like, it's feminine energy here. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Keep an open mind pertaining to self, Scorpio, in the next 72 and moving forward. It's more so accept this let go. Whenever you feel like a restraint, it's kind of like just let go, breathe. This new version of you is going to bring peace and love. Okay, it's uncomfortable. Yes. It may feel foolish. Yes. Keep an open mind. Enjoy this. It's like your shadow self is saying no to your higher self of your light. And your light saying, let me love you. And your shadow self is saying, nah, I don't want to be in that space. No. But at this time you do. Especially with this star, it's kind of like you know how to take care of your shadow self. It's like, when are you going to finally experience your light? Not the light to consume you, but the light that's really the full definition of love and peace. Okay. There is no right or wrong when it comes to taking care of yourself. Okay. Whether that's emotionally, right? Financially. This is you taking care of yourself, Scorpio, independently wise. Nurturing yourself, right? So keep an open mind in the next 72 pertaining to how love presents itself. It's like, don't try to control someone on how they know how to love. All right. It feels like there's a loud voices, like someone talks really, really loud, and it's kind of like you're like, I don't want to hear no loud voice. And it's kind of like you remove yourself from loud people. But there's a sense of a learning experience of these people need love too. So it's like, to not want to be around loud people, it's kind of like, what would you think their perception of you is? Oh, they're too closed in. They need to open up. It's like a catch-22. It feels like in the next 22, you're having a lot of catch-22s. And for those of you who are like, what the hell is a catch-22? It feels contradicting. Let's see. If I could explain it, it's like a dilemma, difficult circumstance from which there is no escape because it is mutually conflicting or dependent conditions. Okay, so it said you're a star in your shadow energy. Now it's time to be a star in your light. Okay, but learning how not to consume yourself in that light. Okay, shed light on Scorpio. It's like someone doesn't have a problem with being consumed in your fire energy. All right, the initiation here. Someone is going to be accepting to loving themselves again, accepting the peace that you have. It says the right passage, crossing the threshold here. Okay. The acceptance of self and others. And the next 72. What I love about the next 72 is that a majority of you Scorpios are letting go of needing to be right. Okay. Don't forget love is kind. Oh, let me pull your affirmations. It says, yeah, I set myself free. Okay. All right. Don't forget love is kind, love is gentle, and that is you and I.